I think it's a position that you can't rotate. I honestly do, and I'm just giving you my honest opinion. He mentioned fatigue there. Look, goalkeepers, I know they've got to do a bit of running, but I can't see how they're going to be fatigued. For me, it's Alan McGregor's Rangers number one until the end of the season, and I was surprised that he made the change again. But listen, it's worked. They've won. I know John McLaughlin's made a mistake at the goal. I think he's come out and he's flapped a bit at it, and obviously Jordan White's got the header to get the equaliser, but they've no lost. So it looks as if he's making the right decision. But for me, it's a position I don't like seeing a lot of rotation. I think if you ask ex-professionals or professionals that are playing at this moment in time, they would most of them, I would imagine, would agree with me.
Mark, do you know many fatigued goalkeepers?
No, I can only imagine, reading between the lines, that maybe Michael Beale's kind of hinting that, Alan McGregor's 40 now, maybe just thinking, okay, he didn't have a lot to do. It was a comfortable win for Rangers on Wednesday, but potentially, it was a real tough fixture. And I think pretty early in the game, McGregor's had a good save, hasn't he? One on one with his legs, he stayed big. So maybe he's just thought, just that pressure mentally. I don't quite get it myself, but that's the only thing that I can think of. But yeah, Alan McGregor is a number one. When you look at goalkeepers, Paul, at that level, if you're playing, for Rangers, you've got very good ability to be playing for Rangers, as in John McLaughlin. Sure. But what it comes down to, what separates for me the brilliant goalkeepers from the good goalkeepers, is decision making. And you look at the decision making of John McLaughlin, maybe a wee bit too eager to try and impress because he's got the gloves, but you look at the decision to come off his line at Kilmarnock, and particularly on Saturday, did he need to come off his line for that one? And that's what separates the real top ones. But moving forward, if you're a manager, you've got to take a positive out of a negative. And I think the positive, in a strange sort of way, is that the more you're seeing John McLaughlin, for me at the moment, and I don't like to say this, but if I'm just being honest, the more you're saying he's not a Rangers number one. If you want to go and win the title next season, you're going to have a better goalkeeper. That's presuming that Alan McGregor's going to hang up his gloves. You need to go and find, just like I was saying the other night about Morelos, if you want to win the title, big decision to make. I think that decision for me now must be made in Michael Beale's mind. I need a new number one, and he'll be instructing his staff to go and find the very best that's out there to come in.
Barry, a new number one.
Yeah, it says it's a position that they need to strengthen in the summer, no doubt about it. For me, I think it's looking likely that Griggsy will hang his gloves up. So for me, Rangers, I think it's a priority position that Rangers need to strengthen. And they've got from now until the end of the season to try and find a top goalkeeper. What I will say, similar to strikers, hard to find top goalkeepers. They don't grow on trees, that I says to you in Friday night about strikers. So it's going to be a tough one for him to get that, but he's got time in his hands to try and get that, because as I said, it's a priority position for me.
Go Radio presents the Go Radio Football Show Unfiltered at Odenmore, Glasgow on Thursday the 9th of March. Featuring Rangers and Scotland legend Barry Ferguson.
They knew as soon as that game finished, when I came in that dressing room, I would do anything for them, but on that pitch, if somebody's not doing it right, they've got to be told. You've got to drive them on to make sure they hit their standards.
Join Paul Cooney, Mark Guidi and Barry Ferguson for this live and unscripted show. Tickets are limited and on sale now at thisisgo.co.uk. The Go Radio Football Show Unfiltered, live at Odenmore, Glasgow on Thursday the 9th of March.
Let's go!